Okay, let me check that everything is working fine. Okay, let me check the sound. All right, everything is working. Let me bring the music. Okay, so let's start. Let's begin. I deployed this version to Babylon.js-fps.com. So you can see that live, and the link is in the description to the stream. The only thing, I of course did some testing before deploying, and yeah, I found one issue that I solved behind the scenes. Well, practically this thing prevented upgrade from one version to another, because before we had different names in audio settings. It was like music track, SFX track, and UI track. And there could be situation when we like refreshing browsing and loading new version, and this thing is found, so practically it returns audio settings, but it doesn't have these entries, and practically here in this function it tries to assign undefined to volume, and internally Babylon.js doesn't like that and it throws an error. So what I did instead, if this object exists, I try to read these parameters, of course, and if they are undefined, I return default values, which returns 1. So it means that if you switch from old version to new version, yeah, those things will not be there, but at least it will set up default and nothing will crash. We can actually could go even deeper and try to look here, instead of 1, try to read old names, but I think good enough. So what else? I updated Visual Studio to 2026. It was released just last week, I believe. Well, so far everything looks pretty much the same. I just ignore for now this like corner radius. It's just cosmetics, it doesn't affect anything. What I like, it looks a little bit cleaner here, especially here, because before it seemed like overloaded with different stuff. Now it's a bit cleaner at the top, less options, which is good. But the main thing that they advertised here is that loading time improved, and like dramatically, like twice. Well, I checked, and so far what I can say, time till UI will be unblocked really improved, but overall load time didn't change, I would say. So yeah, while code is still loading, Studio is already unblocked and technically you can do something, but since the code is not loaded yet, so there is not much you can do, and you still need to wait till the end. And yeah, by the end of the day, I would say loading time didn't change that much. Total loading time. All they did here, at least what I can feel when I use, is that they loading project like in a synchronous manner, I guess. And I mean, it feels a little bit lighter because of that maybe, but overall loading time is not affected, but okay, whatever. So updated, it looks more funky in terms of visuals, I would say, which probably not a bad thing, because traditionally Visual Studio looked like very brutal. Now it's a bit more relaxed, you know, less stress, if I can say so. Anyway, let's go to today's topic. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to integrate this thing in our code. In fact, we have all those mechanics working already, but right now they have in Babylon this dedicated class, which makes all those interactions more native. So, and here is demo that they have. So practically they initialized this thing, and yeah, and you can just control it, and as you can see, it has this like havoc collisions, it can climb stairs, and it also can afford this like climbing the slopes. Well, pretty much basic physical character, and before this thing was introduced, we had to do that manually. Not anymore, it supports jumping, by the way. So yeah, I think we can integrate that for more smooth experience, and maybe it will simplify our code a little bit. I guess native solutions are probably better than well-made, than self-made. I mean, so let's see. I cannot guarantee that we will end up accepting this. Maybe if it will be like too hard to integrate, but we can give it a try. So let's see what we have here. Let's start. So yeah, practically, do you remember this thing, like pushing objects with collision and that? Now we can do that native, so it will allow us to cut. Let me show you. It will allow us to cut pretty much this thing. And also, what is good in the example here, yeah, it listens for inputs and it updates position. Let me see here in the loop, because right now we are updating our character position using camera inputs pretty much. So we're moving our camera in the Babylon, and those updates, they are outside of our ticker in the engine, outside of those things, and how it will synchronize, I don't know, but we can put it inside the same loop. And what else will change? Right now here we actually controlling a camera, and the player model follows the camera. But here instead we're updating player position and the camera follows it. So it's pretty much here, yeah. So we're updating mesh position, and and camera follows. Then what this thing does? Okay, so something scary is going on here. I don't really think that we will need both. It's to provide, you know, different velocities depending on where are you on the air or like on the ground. A lot of things is going on here, and yeah, obviously we will not finish it today. I just want to start. Okay, let's see what this thing has. Okay, this is the most important thing probably. Okay, it has shape, physics shape, optional shape. We're using ellipsoid actually in our case, but I don't mind to switch to capsule if it doesn't support ellipsoid. It actually supports like physics shape, but still has some sort of oh, we actually can provide physics shape. So let's stick with ellipsoid probably, if it will work. And it's pretty much sphere, right? Okay, the thing is that it must have physics shape attached. So let's go here to the player. So player has this like hitbox, yeah, create sphere, and do we attach any physics to it? Yes, we do. Not to attach box. Okay. So you know what? Let's not overcomplicate it. Let's have this, and let maybe physics aggregate body. Okay. So we will do this, and what do we have here? Has position, options, and okay, scene. This, and how should we call it? Yeah, okay. Okay, let's go. So position, it will be this position, and capsule height we do like through an ellipsoid, and this goes from here 1.5 and 2. Okay, 2. It's actually height 4 because it's just radius, it's not full thing. Okay, now we don't need this like at all. So, and before step observable, we will be doing things. Okay. So let's go here. This before step handler. So what we do here, we collecting items and we triggering functions on approach. Okay. So, but before that, we will actually update movements. How it's done here? Oh, come on, stop glitching, please. Should be quite easy. Here. Yeah, it's display capsule. Instead of display capsule, we have our ellipsoid. That's fine. So pretty much instead of this, we're moving this mesh. So okay, and character controller does it. Yeah, but we should use this. Alright, so this is how we can navigate, and now we need to do something with camera, and we inject camera here, which probably should not be a thing anymore. And what's interesting, we should not do this. We can extract from controller like this thing. So from here, and this character controller, what does it have? Does it have okay, it has shape. Okay, good. And physics shape has... No, it doesn't have physics body. I don't know, we're entering scary territory, but okay, let it be. Maybe it's done well internally, and we pretty much need to adjust camera. So for camera, we are what we do with camera here. Okay. We injecting it and we okay 0 0 0. Let's see how we initialize it in the first place. Where is it? Levels, yeah, this thing. So we go here, dynamic data, player, okay, camera, and yeah, this is our thing. So all of this will not be needed anymore, but okay, since we still inject it, let's do player camera position, yeah. So hitbox is parented to the camera, okay. Transform mode is camera position, so we don't really need this anymore. Probably. So what we do pretty much we set up position from camera, player camera position. So but we can actually parent our camera to the mesh, I think, but with some offset. Actually, what I really want to do, I want to do it like right now. I want to remove it. And I want it to reinitialize player, just position. Okay, and go like this. Okay. here we can just boom. I will just hard code it here. And yeah, like this. So is it? Yeah, okay. I think that's what we do, and player camera will just initialize here. It will be just new camera. So it's like free camera. We can do universal camera instead. So because it's okay. Let's see, like this. I believe free camera was deprecated or something. Okay. And what my plan is actually to parent camera to the hitbox. So this camera, yeah, yes, exactly like that. So and we can adjust relative player camera position. Yeah, I want to elevate a little bit, but okay, the total height is 4, and we start 0, 0, it's the middle, it's like 2. And 3, yeah, I think that's about right. Yeah, that's what I want here. Okay, now camera is parented, sort of. And all our other objects are physical. So probably it will work as it is, I guess. Yeah, we need to kinda adjust those things. Okay, set position. We just can do this, and we can replace the mesh. Okay, rotation. Like this, I believe. Okay, enable controls. enabling controls anymore for the camera, actually. No, come on. So we just go through it. Okay, we don't need this. And okay, here is too much complicated. In our case, we just parented camera to the mesh. Hopefully it will work, so we don't need to do all that crazy stuff. I guess, yeah, we also don't really have this thing. And what I expect to be working right now, we have input direction and on. Where do we assign this thing? Okay. Okay. So we calculate velocity and we what's going on here? What this object is? Get desired velocity. Okay, this is function, right? And what we do with this? We okay, it's just to figure out. Okay, figure out velocity in the environment. Don't really need to do this, we can just change position, but yeah, velocity probably needed to push objects. Anyway, let's see where we are now. Okay. I just didn't save, not even once. Okay. Okay, pause camera. I think we don't really use this. Okay, yeah, this is not what we need. Yeah, we stopped where enable controls. Where do we call it? Okay, enable controls. Okay, So here, not anymore. Okay. Okay. Now that's fine. So, did we crash somewhere? No, it's not the thing. Well, we spawned. That's good. But we don't move because, yeah, we just don't update anything here. So let's go and add stuff. And here we actually need to listen keyboard and stuff. Yeah, so we need this for sure. And we need to add keyboard processor. Pum pum pum. We can copy it from here actually. So input handler. I can player camera, but it will be different. So input handler, what it receives. Okay, just event, and yeah, we do this. This thing. Get key code and so button down, button up. We don't do this, we do forward. Where is it? Tun, 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 tun. So I believe user settings or something. I can just, okay, controls manager. I see. All right, yeah. So yeah, so forward, let's say forward, and here we have button up, button down. So practically, if button down, okay, else. Okay, let's try to do something. We do, okay, change input direction, and it calls what it does. Okay, it gets desired velocity. It's like too much is going on. Let's not complicate for now. And desired velocity only only applied here. So set velocity and it use input direction. Okay. What's going on? Okay, let it be like desired velocity is a constant and character set velocity. Okay. Whoa. Where it goes delta time. Let's try to do it simple way, okay? So will be this character controller, right? I actually should probably initiate it here. So character controller, set velocity. Okay, set velocity. What? Does it have this thing at all? I mean, it's kinda nice suggestion, but the only thing such method doesn't exist. Set velocity. And what does it accept? I believe it needs vector, right? Yeah, vector, so of course. So forward is like this, and here like this. Just you know, just to check if it makes any sense. It's probably one is too much. Okay, nothing's happening. There might be so much reasons for that, but let's see that we actually going where. Okay. Okay. Let's try something else. I want to put camera well behind to see the actual object. Let's do it. Let's do third-person shooter for a while. Okay, yeah, I see this thing, but maybe like this. Okay. Because we didn't do integrate, right? So let's do something else. Should be here. Let velocity will be like this. Actually, never mind. Later, we will do that later. So we need to integrate, I believe. Character gravity. I can get it from the scene, I believe. So, okay. Support. Delta time, okay, support. Check support. It returns very complex object. Okay, down. Where is it? Yeah, okay. Let's do this thing. Support, we can do. And delta time. I don't like this. We will calculate it differently in real life. Sync delta time. Okay. Character gravity. The last thing. Character gravity. Oh, come on. Should be a constant. Okay. Okay, fine. So he will be just like everything in the scene. Pum pum pum. But actually set velocity. We should do it in here, in before step handler. We do this. We do this. Can actually move it here. Okay, so only thing that is missing is velocity. But it's set up here. Okay, let's see what's going on. Oh, come on. Scene not defined. Okay. Character controller not defined. Okay. That's something. So, and practically, where is our camera definition? Here we can go back to 0. Oh, that's a start. So now we definitely need a function. Okay, we call it desired velocity, so but let's stick to that. Where is it? Get this. Yeah, get desired velocity. Okay, I'm cool with that. Actually have nice update function, but don't really probably need this. That's okay, we'll consolidate it later. Get desired velocity and yeah, let's do thing a bit similar to this, which is input direction. I think it's very clever, so you can do diagonal and other weird stuff. It's actually cool. Input direction. Where it's defined in its initial state. So here before we do all of that, put direction. Okay, great. So, and pretty much forward, I do yes, input direction. It does it actually. I don't know. It's, yeah, that's actually correct. That's actually correct. Okay, if this down, we can invert it here, yeah, down, and yeah, I think that's better. And here we go. If yes, then yes. And yeah, if backward this, yes, but here we're doing a little bit interesting. We will allow diagonal movements, so that's why it's totally fine to have a separate section here. So here, left, yeah, yes, and exactly, yeah, that's my plan. And now here is interesting. If key code this or key code actually, let's check. I mean, actually, we don't need to press it. It's okay. Okay, I think it can be, because we don't need to hold, it just flips the flag, so it can be as it is. And or key code equal backward, and yes, left to right. Okay, something like that. And now what we do, we go here, and on the step we actually set velocity here. Is set velocity, but not this. We set input direction, direction. Okay. So, and technically we should be able to move all 4 directions right now. Yeah, and even diagonally. Okay, that's a start, okay? Okay, it's very good. And what's next? Next, we need to figure out this delta thing because I don't like it. So, first of all, gravity. I believe it's defined somewhere. Yeah, we can just minus 981. So yeah, we can just do sin gravity. No problem. Character gravity. Okay, so don't need anymore. Okay, good. This thing, I don't like it like at all. Let's see what we can do here. Like here. Okay, so okay, it's already there. That's actually good. That's actually exactly what I want. Did it synchronize? Because yeah, I put here tick time 005, which is invention, and yeah, deterministic lock step. Probably it affects the rendering itself, but I mean, if it's the case, that's very good. Let me check something. Okay, yeah, okay. So ooh, that's great. Okay. Let me check something. Scene. Does it have something like time step? Okay. Okay, it's not public, but Okay. Time step. Just to be sure, and just to avoid unnecessary deletion, we will access it from benching. Just feels more right to me. So okay, nice. So practically what's left is yeah, just the speed. I just need to set up something here. Like player impulse. Okay. Multiplier. Okay, let it be 8. And where we were. Okay, input direction, and technically, yeah, we can do just like this speed multiplier, but this is a bit wrong, and I will explain in a minute why it's died again. Okay. I mean, it works, but the reason why it's wrong is because diagonally right now it moves faster than forward and backward and stuff. Because see, if I press simultaneously forward and left, it will draw diagonal vector, which is a little bit longer than its like sides. If you can imagine like a triangle, we have forward one and like left one, and hypotenuse will be, according to Pythagorean law, it will be like longer than either side, which gives us advantage. If we move diagonally, we actually move faster than just forward and to the left. And well, to avoid this, we can just normalize, or we can just keep that bug. And I mean, if you like classic Doom like I am, you probably know what SR40 is, and yeah, SR40 is coming exactly from this bug because we don't normalize this vector. So I would prefer to have it normalized, so our movements are equal every direction, so no SR40. The only thing, like obvious thing, is that probably this multiplier is not enough. It should be like this. And let's see if collisions are okay. Now it just goes through for some reason. Okay, that's another thing to worry about. And I should probably fork this because that's getting messy. Like rotation. That actually will be tricky because this example, it actually works with rotation somehow. Let's see how. And the camera. Okay, okay. That's understandable. Apply rotation curve. Okay. Okay, so camera following. Okay, mouse absorbable. Is mouse down? Point remove. Okay, this thing. Camera. Okay. Okay. That's pretty much what we need, but we need to listen it like permanently. So pointer absorbable, yeah. This. Should I still do input handler? No, I'll do it like pointer handler. All right. Yeah, obviously. So what we do? Come on, stop doing that. Okay. On pointer observable. And pointer observable add it does actually, it's like pointer info, and we can just if yes, exactly. What he's doing. Oh, let's keep it for now. I'm pretty sure Copilot was trained probably from the same playground. Actually needs something like this. We're not changing position actually, no, we don't really need to do this, we just adjust. But that's not what I want to do. I want to actually rotate the player. So I want this mesh rotation. Yeah. So yeah, that sounds okay to me. We just rotate. Okay, yeah, very good. But our direction's still happening in absolute space, so it's like desynchronized. Okay, so what we need to do instead, we need to do it like in local space, if I can say so. So, and okay. Okay, secondary school math. Let's do this. I'm wondering what it's going to offer me. I mean, really? Okay, just out of curiosity. Like really, let's see what it's trying to do here. So, forward vector, we have rotation. Okay, sinus, it's okay, rotation around y-axis. If we get sinus of that angle, it's it's a sinus, it's relation of this x, which is 1. I mean, it makes sense at some degree. And try the... Okay, I'll give it a try. Most likely calculations are incorrect, but yeah. You know, in order to not cause problem, let's go current direction, and here we go current direction. So input direction, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Only think that the character is Stolas. I don't know. Probably it should be like this, and it should be like this. And its diameter, so it should be like 2 here as well. It's just still feel kinda taller. That's okay. Okay, and forward vector is completely messed up. To refactor this stuff, and diameter X, and okay, good. And now let me get my pen and paper, because I'm going to do some trigonometry, because I don't trust it. Yeah, let me draw the stuff. So if we have like we're trying to calculate forward vector, and okay, I will draw x and z coordinates. So, and if we know that we turned, okay, for simplicity, let's assume that we turned like clockwise to the positive quadrant of this thing. So, and I draw our actual direction, and this is angle, which is, okay, let it be alpha, which is, yeah, practically mesh rotation and y. And so sinus, it's a relation of opposite thing to hypotenuse, and we want it to be a 1, so it will be, our forward vector will be like 1, and then, yeah, will be to find x coordinate. We can just, yeah, okay, that statement is correct only if our angles computed, if clockwise direction is positive, then this is correct. We will do it right now. So let's see. So is it stuck or it just me? Okay, so okay. Okay, so and okay, that's totally correct. And then cosine, obviously, okay, it will be okay. I agree on the first one. Then right. Okay, then everything till that point makes sense. That's good. You know what, actually, there is some problem. I figure out why this pose camera is needed. It's for menu. Pose camera, it will be player. Okay. Because I cannot pose anymore properly, but yeah, so what's going on the next line here? I can actually spaghettify this since my monitor allows. I see absolutely no reason to split it. I don't care. Just, in fact, it's actually much easier to read. So this thing, what's going on here? Forward we scale this way and this way. So practically what we do here, we add we have forward vector and right vector, which is like 90 degree apart, right? So how adding vectors work, we do parallel translation somewhat, right? And this is our final vector. So we've found that vectors, and if we add them, okay, adding place is cool. We should do this. The problem is with a scale. We don't really do it here because those vectors should be singular length, and we add in place and then we normalize that. I understand why we need to scale it, because okay, all we care here, it's actually sign. That's a thing, so we can go in debug mode. It's annoying. Okay, so debug mode, and we look somewhere there. Let's go here and okay, so forward. What I want to see here, I want to see forward, and I want to get it length. Yeah, and right vector also should be 1. Oh, like relatively speaking. So, and scale is only to input direction. It just shows if we're going forward or backward, and scaling this, we're practically multiplying by 1 or by -1, which kind of works, I guess, but I would add comment here that scaling by input direction allows to determine if we move forward or backwards. Okay, then we will receive final vector, which highly likely will, well, not highly likely, 100% exceed the length of 1. That's why we normalize here. Okay, my math is mathing, and this is a good sign. Now we want to move that here, obviously, so practically we just, yeah, set velocity. We can just do all of that here. All that math, so we get current direction and and we need to normalize and scale pretty much, and return by speed. It can be like const, whatever, I don't care. So pretty much get desired velocity. We can decompose it even fewer and just ensure that we didn't break anything. Oh. Well, the only problem we're not walking through that walls, but we're walking through physical objects. That's probably something with their initialization, because those things are static. And I believe Windows, yeah, it's blocking, but here. And stairs hate me. Okay, last thing I want to do, I want to check if cursor is not grabbed, we stop processing the rotation. So I want to check here for pointer intersection. So if controls enabled and cursor lock, and how we can do it. It has some things here, I believe. Yeah, grab cursor. Oh. I need to inject canvas probably. Alright, technologies. Show what you got. That's too much. Just Googling probably would be faster, to be honest. That's all I needed. That's all I needed. That's all I needed. So if it's null, then just don't go fewer. We normally should debug it, but let's hope it will work right from the first attempt. Well, that's annoying. Before request was completed. It's actually interesting to code it, but it's separate problem. Okay, let's probably finalize it for now. Here a lot of work, and this probably will go down in flames completely. What's good is that we introducing loop synchronized character movements, and it's like directly synchronized with physics. What's not okay is that it's ignoring my physical objects and it's ignoring stairs, so that's the thing to work about it. It's not ignoring walls, however, which is a good thing. Yeah, okay. So there are a lot of things to do. We need to implement jumping, we need fix physics, but I think it's probably step into the right direction, and I hope we get rid of this thing. We will get rid of this thing. Yeah. One last thing I wanted to check is that sector is being applied correctly. So log, I want to check this sector. That thing technically should stay untouched. It should work as before. So just to make sure. Okay, 404. How does it work? So here is okay. So here decreasing, here increasing. Yeah, looks like sector manager is fine. Okay, that's a good sign. So let's really create new branch, and Good enough. Yes. Alright, I think that's enough for today. Progress is not that bad at all. At least I'm starting to get understanding what I am doing. Yeah, we will continue next time. However, I cannot promise the consistency of streaming time. I expect to be busy in upcoming weeks, so maybe I will do streams where, maybe not. Like, worst case scenario, I will be back somewhere mid-January, but maybe I will do some streams in between. We'll see. So if I disappear for some time, don't worry, I will be back. So see you next time. I don't know when. Might be as soon as next week, might be in a couple of months, but yeah, we'll continue working on that. Thank you everyone who joined today and who will watch the recording. Have a nice upcoming week. Have a good holidays. See you. Bye.